on break, Ashley, we were talking about these new FHA Condo Guidelines that are going to be coming out. Now, before we get into what we know, because we don't know a ton about it yet, I just want to say that this is long overdue. I'm sure you'll agree.
It's a long overdue, and it's a big step. I mean, years and years ago, we had a similar process when someone was buying a condo. If it was not currently insured or approved by FHA, we had what's called spot approvals, and that disappeared. And naturally, when the market wasn't doing so hot, and now the government's recognizing that we might need this, and this will also help the fueling and the purchasing of condos. So, which is a crazy fact we were just talking about. Only 6.5% of condo projects in the entire country are currently FHA approved.
So let's back it up for our listeners. FHA is Federal Housing Administration. It's 3.5% down, so it's a very low down payment. Your median condo price here in Rhode Island is around $250, $260, right?
And also to back up, most people don't understand that, when you're going in the condo market, we have to approve you as the buyer, but we also have to make sure the condo is healthy. And that's what we mean by FHA approved condo. We're looking at their budgets. We're looking at their bylaws, which are the rules of the condo association. We're making sure that a certain percentage of the total units are in, one type of loan. We're making sure that, people are not behind on their HOA dues, that they're financially healthy, that they have enough insurance. So it's ultimately to protect you as the buyer, but also us as the lender.
If your condo development is currently not FHA approved, you just knocked out a huge segment in the Rhode Island market. A huge segment.
It is. I mean, technically lenders can do FHA approvals, but sometimes it can take 30 to 60 days. And oftentimes, it's sad, but what I hear is some realtors selling against it because they don't want to either wait, or the buyers don't have the time to wait, or the sellers have to get out. Yeah. So October 15th is the date that we're going back to spot approvals, which essentially should mean it will be easier to obtain FHA financing when purchasing.
So does that mean that the whole complex does not have to be FHA approved, that they're looking at one specific condo at a time?
They're going to look at it on a case-to-case basis, and what we're going to look at it's more lenient guidelines. So, for example, they're not all set in stone yet, so we're still learning. It's a moving part, but let's say that you have an FHA condo complex that is expiring, and it's expiring 2 months. Well, they might be willing to, under these set of guidelines, extend that approval for another 2 to 3 years.
Okay, got you.
They are also, I know, going to be expanding the percentage of commercial space or mixed use space that a complex can have, which is a big issue in Rhode Island.
What is it right now? Is it 51% has to be
That's for single
residential?
Families. For actual condo complexes, I'm not sure what the number is. I just know that they are going to allow up to 35% of the total square footage to be up to 35%.
Mixed use is huge. It's the future. And that makes sense. I mean, I think that's good for buyers. That's good for sellers. That's a really good move on FHA. Who's in charge of that? HUD?
HUD, yep.
HUD. That was a smart business move on their end.